And welcome back, teachers. We are going to look at how to navigate a little bit of the structure and the flow of Google Classroom. So to start off, we're going to look at these 4 tabs that you're going to have available here as a teacher. So there's Stream, Classwork, People, and Grades. Now in a previous video, we looked at People, which pretty much shows you who's actively in your class. So what teachers are in it and what students are in it. So I'm not going to review that again because here it's something we've already seen. Now Stream, of course, is simply just a piece for you to kind of act as your social media feed, if you will. So this allows you to communicate out with class, so you can, for example, do announcements. So you can really quickly add stuff in here, and I'll go over this more in depth in a future video. You, of course, can put, you'll see an upcoming here. So if you have assignments that are going to be due by a certain point, it lets you keep track of it because it's all at a quick snapshot. Students are going to have a very similar view. And of course, you can also from here respond to the student post. So if you make announcements, you can also respond to the student postings as well. Now the next tab, of course, is the Classwork tab. Now this is where you're probably going to do the big meat and potatoes of what you're doing in the class. Because this is where you'll be able to come in and say, hey, I want to make all my curriculum in here, for example, just so I can be organized. So you can come in and you create. So you have the option to do assignments, quizzes, questions, materials. You can reuse various posts, or you can do topics. And I'll go over some of this here in a future video, but this is the basic navigation. Then we, of course, have the ability to include Meets. So this is where you could do like a Google Meet. You also have Google Calendar integration. So if you do Google Calendar, it'll open up a calendar for you to be able to add that piece to your Google Classroom. Then, of course, you have a class drive folder, so that if you wanted to have a folder specifically just for that, that's what this is for. Lastly, we have the Grades tab, which currently I don't have any students here, so you don't see any in here. But once I enroll a student in here, then you will see their grades here. So in a future video, we'll have a demo student in here so that you can see what that kind of looks like. But right now, that's all we need to know. And that is the basic layout. Pretty simple. That's really all you need to know for that. In our next video, we're going to actually look at creating a little bit of structure, and then we're eventually going to dive into making some assignments.